Are the ladies of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills riding on the coattails of Erika Jayne's storyline? And it looks like the LA Times writers are saying that Erika Girardi may have known about their article way before it was ever revealed. And we're also hearing that Lisa Rinna might be deposed. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, we've been following this Erika Girardi story for a minute now, and it seems as if a story comes out all the time. And of course, Erika is not taking the advice of her attorneys, which I would hope they would tell her, get off of social media, but she hasn't. And one of the things that she revealed on social media when tweeted about, everyone relying on her for a storyline this season, Erika had a response. But let me read exactly what the person said. So the person says, do the other cast members even have a storyline this season? Or will they all be riding off your coattails until the finale? Just give us a hint. I'm getting bored with their BS. So she quote tweeted it and said this: now you know we're going to beat my story to death. Not much else, really. We've said this multiple times about these ladies, and this is why I feel like someone like Dorit or someone like Lisa Rinna, even though Lisa brings way more than Dorit, they have no storyline. Garcelle doesn't have a storyline. However, I enjoy Garcelle's interaction with the other ladies because she asks the question and says the things that we're thinking. Like, why is Teddy here? Anyways, in other news, the LA Times writers are speaking out. We just did a video talking about Tom Girardi's Cliff story not being on record with the police department. And look, we understand high-powered people, not even just high-powered people, get in car accidents that they don't report, even though in California it is the law that you should. But are there any medical records of Tom Girardi's Cliff accident? Anyways. Well, the LA Times writers are revealing more. And one of the things, which was a big question that Sutton brought up in this last episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was, did you not know that this article was coming out? Because you remember, Erika left very conveniently in time before the article was released, and she was still around the ladies. So this is what they said, both Matt Hamilton and Harriet Ryan, the authors, the writers behind this article on the reality life with Kate Casey. They said, I've been curious about the question myself because we have been reaching out to people over the course of our reporting and the run-up to that article. This is what Matt said. According to Matt, he believes that Erika likely knew about his and Harriet's article before it was published because the two of them had been contacting and asking questions to people close to her and actually reached out to the reality star herself via her rep, which is not unusual, guys. When I heard her deny this, I was like, well, typically, if you're a good journalist, and I'm not talking about bloggers or things like that, no offense to them, but if you're a LA Times journalist, you are reaching out to the representative of the person that you're about to report on to get a comment. So they say questions went to her representative in advance of publication. So I've been curious about that. I have a feeling that they definitely knew, that Erika definitely knew that this article was coming, that they were putting this article together. But it wouldn't also surprise me, depending on her team, if they kept this from her. But there's only this small part of me that believes that. Only a small part of me believes that. So if you haven't heard the Reality Life with Kate Casey's interview with these two writers, it's worth the listen because more comes out. Their thoughts on Erika's timing of her divorce, the subpoena that she received in 2020. There's a lot more. And of course, I'll cite my sources in the description of this video. Speaking of my sources, our friends over at Up and Adam did an exclusive interview with Ronald Richards. And it was revealed that Lisa Rinna possibly could be just deposed for a interview with Ronald Richards because of her association. So Sutton might have been right. Sutton might have been right. Not might have been. I think Sutton's right. But this is what he said on Up and Adam's channel. He said, if you combine the business manager and the fact that Lisa Rinna's been defending her and she's been vouching for her, saying that she wasn't involved. So if you're going to make a statement of fact, you better have a basis of knowledge. And so if Lisa Rinna is defending her, then we're going to get a testimony from her to see why does she have a personal knowledge that Erika Girardi has no liability here. Sidebar, it was revealed via Ronald Richards on Twitter that Lisa Rinna's business manager is now a business manager associated with Erika Girardi. So that's part of what he was addressing. But I'm sure you're wondering, so why would Ronald not want to interview all of the cast? Because they all know her, they're all associated with her. Well, this is what he says. Lisa Rinna has gone beyond just saying, hey, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, or innocent until proven guilty. She's gone to further extreme and said she didn't do anything. She's basically innocent. Well, is that just a lie, or are you sort of grandstanding, or do you have facts? And as you know, we love Ronald Richards. He's one of our favorite Twitter trolls. We mean that in the best way possible. He says, when I serve her a deposition subpoena, she may have a lawyer write me and claim she knows nothing. She was just talking for TV. And I'm going to have her sign a declaration under penalty of perjury that she was just basically talking and she has no personal knowledge. And that would be acceptable to me. And when that is revealed, we will report on it and call BS when she says something otherwise on the show. So in regards to Ronald explained why it's odd that Lisa Rinna referred Erika to her business manager in the first place. He says, the reason why I put that out there is that we have proof that Lisa Rinna referred Erika Jayne to her business manager this year. And this particular referral is unusual because typically business managers are not referred by other talent because people like to keep their money private. They don't want all their friends using their same CPA or the same person counting their money. It's like everybody then knows everybody's business. That's typically not a referral that you get. And look, he's talking about people with big money. He's not talking about you or me. I would refer you to my accountant because I know my accountant better not tell you my money. But in Hollywood, they talk. And further in the conversation that he had with Adam, the whole idea of innocent until proven guilty, he says this innocent until proven guilty is a misnomer in this type of investigation. She's not being charged criminally. This is not a criminal investigation. So there's no presumption of innocence in a civil case. He also clarified that he doesn't care whether Erika actually knew whether Tom allegedly misappropriated any of his clients' funds, as the law will force her to return the money regardless. For our purposes in this case, I don't really care whether she knew. That's like what we call a red herring. That's like a feel-good argument. You cannot keep $25 million of people's money and then just take the position, I didn't know where my husband got it from. Okay, he got it from the settlement documents and settlement payments, and you got to return it or a portion of it. We're obviously not expecting to get all of it. And this is why Ronald Richards is such a great attorney for explaining all of this. And shout out to him and shout out to Anna for having him on his platform so we can get all of this information, because there are so many pretend attorneys, including myself. You're not allowed to pretend to be an attorney here. And I'm not one. Clearly, I'm not an attorney. But I love how there are a lot of pretend attorneys, pretend, scientists that are on social media that act like they know this stuff. No, I want to hear from people that actually know this stuff. And Ronald Richards is one of those people. As always, I will be citing my sources in the description of this video. So be sure to support those channels and those platforms as well. Let me know your thoughts on this Erika Girardi mess and Lisa Rinna's connection. And Lisa, you might want to be quiet, but they already filmed it, so she can't even be quiet. Damn. Don't say anything else, Lisa. Don't say anything else. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.